What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. We have so much information to talk about in this legitimate, massive Game Freak leak that has occurred. We got information from old Pokemon games, future Pokemon games, and we're going to dive into this absolutely juicy episode. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel and join a Pan fan by hitting that join channel member button below. So quickly, I do want to talk about some stuff from the previous video about Codenames Synapse. Now, Codenames Synapse is a new Pokemon game from Game Freak and ILCA. It will be multiplayer and battle focus, but there is one update about this. We were thinking that this would have been an MMO, but the files for the MMO under the Synapse file tree was apparently incorrect. So it is not a Pokemon MMO, but it is still a battle-themed focus multiplayer Pokemon game. So I'm leaning towards this is going to be more of a Pokemon Showdown style type of game. Now, we do have the code names for Generation 10, which is going to be Gaia, and we know PLZA is a Ikaku, and we don't know what Synapse is. I still think Synapse is some sort of Pokemon Stadium type game. Now, where did these leaks come from? Well, it came from an admin account at Nintendo. They probably got hit by a phishing attack. And this is a blurred photo of what it looks like on the back end, but we actually see what is going on here, which is quite interesting. So you can see that all the different Pokemon games. We got Violet, Scarlet, other Game Freak games, Pokemon Card Jockey, Ikaku is the code name here. And these release dates are, or at least update dates, are definitely old. Now, the most important part about this is looking at Gaia K and Gaia N. So one, we now know that there obviously Generation 2 will have two versions. Anyone could have guessed that. But their code names are K and N. What can that stand for? Well, Gaia could be something potentially space related. So maybe N is like Nebula. I don't know what K could stand for, but this is really cool. And these files were last updated on September 15, 2023, which means there is some sort of playable version or test build of Generation 10 that already exists. And you can assume that they're already playing this on Nintendo Switch hardware. Now, is this going to be both on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2? We'll just have to wait and see. But I can definitely say that they probably tested a game on Switch 1 just to make sure it could, even run on it. And we don't know if they decided if it's only going to be Switch 1 or 2. But yeah, this is a very interesting file here. Of course, the dude who's leaking it, his name is Game Freak Out. And he is uploading a bunch of the games, White and Black. White 2, Black 2 is also being uploaded as we speak. We also have X and Y. We have, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We got Diamond and Pearl. A lot of great stuff coming out. But apparently they have already played Pokemon Legends ZA, but they have said that they're not going to leak ZA or Gen 10, but they do have access to all of those files. So it is out there. And he does say that ZA is their favorite Pokemon game. Put that with a grain of salt, but that is very interesting for sure. Now, once again, the debate, is it going to be Switch 2 only? The leakers are fighting, and who knows, which is very interesting. But we do know for a fact, as I already mentioned, that Switch 1 has a test copy of the game. So who knows if it will actually release on the Nintendo Switch. Now, the fun stuff here. Pokemon X and Y is getting leaked in terms of its dev build copy. And there's like a free cam and all this interesting stuff. I mean, you can look at like how the game is, going around. You can see like the models and you can program it. And this is going to be great for modding. But the most important thing is we just got the first ever version of Serena. Her file name is X and Y Heroine. This is literally moving. Like, this is crazy. The original X and Y models. This is going to be great for the mod scene in general, which is going to be really cool to see. Now, if you want to check out this tweet yourself, you should, because this is the beta Pokemon Soul Silver intro that we've never heard before. So definitely recommend checking out this tweet if you have the ability to. Recommend it. And then we got more beta stuff. That's right. This is beta lickety licky. Look at this ball one. I think this is really cool. I think we were robbed of a really cool licky licky. Whatever. It's just like, this thing is awesome. This thing looks like a great Pokemon to me. And not only did we get beta licky licky, we got beta of nearly every single Pokemon that was in Diamond and Pearl. We got beta Cricketune. Damn, he be thick AF. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's cool to see that, he hit that slim fast like that. And then we got beta Skuntank. I actually like this a little bit more than what we originally got, or what we got in the final product. This actually looks really cool to me in general. We got Beta Shaman, which really went all in on the flowers, 4 flowers on that, which I do think is a lot. So I think the Shaman we got as the final product is a lot more interesting than this. Beta Rotom is like, he's a sink. I mean, you know, you could say he's a plug-in toilet, but he looks like a sink to me. I'm not sure what this vacuum aspect is here. He's like a mix between a sink and a sort of a weird vacuum. I don't know what's going on. And you can see the Mo are in very early stages of doing the sprite work on it. We also got the very early stages of Rotom, the fridge one, which is pretty interesting too. And then we also got Beta Honchkrow. I think Beta Honchkrow looks absolutely fire. I think this is a lot better than what we ended up in the final version, a lot more edgy in general. We got Beta Arceus work in progress. I mean, once again, we're seeing how the sauce is made at Game Freak. And this is just a very interesting, like, background of, like, how do they actually make Pokemon in the game. We got Beta Giratina. I don't know what this thing is, but this must be what Giratina originally looked like. So I'm glad it didn't end up looking like this, because this thing looks horrible. But, you know, it's cool to see the sprite work there as well. We got a Beta Porygon Z, which looks pretty neat. Not much has changed there in general. We got the Beta Weavile. I actually like it. It's very cute in general. It's like a cuter style Weavile. I think it's pretty nice. I don't know what happened to Beta Riolu. This thing looks like, I don't know. It sort of looks like a weird, goofy Disney version of Riolu, and I just absolutely despise it. I am glad we did not get Beta Riolu, because this thing is hideous. Beta Staraptor, I think, is pretty cute. It's like a little bit fatter, a little bit puffier in general, so I think that's pretty nice. And then we got Beta Scropy and Drapion. This is very interesting right here. This is I mean, Scropy looks pretty funny, but both of them look very similar to their final products here. Beta Croagunk, very similar to his final product. Beta Gallade, honestly, Beta Gallade sort of looks cooler. I don't like the little discs for its hips at the end in the final version. So I actually like this beta version a lot, especially the emphasis on the blades here. Beta Darkrai work in progress. The original Darkrai is, what is this man doing? He definitely had a huge glow up for sure going through the re-drawing process. I love the final sprite here as well. Beta Ethan and Liara, very interesting how they, you know, looked at, like, honestly, we don't see them like this in Heart Gold, Soul Silver pretty much at all. So this is very interesting. And of course, more beta sprites of what you're more used to. And now Team Plasma. Team Plasma, their final product, and then their original, much more sexy product. This is crazy. Beta Jupiter, wow, bombshell. Beta Mars, bombshell. Even Beta Saturn, way edgier and cooler looking. Honestly, they took so much away from us. It's very depressing how much they took away from us. Now, another incredible thing that we just found out, the official map editor for Gen 3 is included in the link. Literally, this has changed how modding is going to go, ROM hacks, and just making your own Pokemon game. When we have the official dev tools, this is going to do so much for the ROM hack scene. And lastly, we do have a beta Apom that just came up at the end of this video. So there you have it. There's a lot coming, and I had to make this video because there's just so much to go through, because I know all through the night there's going to be more, and we'll have another video probably tomorrow with more information. But once again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. This is so fascinating to me, and I just love seeing the history of Game Freak exposed like this to the public. I think it's pretty cool.